Welcome to my next lecture, lecture number 13. Topic for today's session is continuous flow systems in operations. I, Dr. Rohan Prabhakar Devale, welcome you all. The subject is operations and supply chain management. This is online lecture series. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Learning objectives for today's sessions are to know the features of continuous flow system in operations and to understand the process of continuous flow system with explanation. We will start with continuous flow system. The concept. Continuous flow is a lean method that allows you to move a single product through every step of your process instead of grouping work items into batches. The method is called this way, that is continuous flow system, because it allows you to continuously send goods to the market to the ultimate customers. This provides you with the opportunity to deliver value more often to your valuable customers. Now we will understand features of continuous flow. Flow of production or service is continuous and not intermittent. Products or services are standardized. Production is done in anticipating the demand. Standardized routine sheets and schedules are prepared by the operations manager. Product produced and service delivered are as per the quality standards. So these are various features of continuous flow systems in operations. Now we will understand the difference between working in batches and working in continuous flow. Now this is the example where pizza is manufactured. So first step is making a dough in batch number 1. Then second step is in batch number 2, pizza decoration with salad is made. And in the third batch, that is third process, that the decorated pizza is baked. So here three batches are there. In the first batch, dough is prepared and with a number of pizzas, n number of pizzas. In second batch, all the pizzas are decorated at a time, and in third batch, that is batch number 3, all pizzas are baked. So this is the example of working in batches where n number of batches are there. Now we will understand working in a continuous flow. Suppose there is order from customer. So according to that order, dough is prepared, then pizza base is made and decorated, and third step is after decoration the pizza is baked. After finishing of the one pizza, now preparation of second pizza is started. So after completion of one product, another product is made. So continuous flow is the example. So here with these two figures we can easily understand what is the difference between working in batches and working in continuous flow system. Now we will try to explain the continuous flow. In continuous manufacturing, the production of the standard products is carried out on the flow basics at the predetermined rate. The mass production is carried out on a continuously for stock in anticipation of the demand. Due to the production of the standardized products, the product design tends to be constant in continuous flow. The number of operations and sequences of operations remain more or less same or similar. Continuous manufacturing is more suitable for process industries such as chemical industry, refineries, food processing industries, etc. Similarly, it can be also applied to assembly industries such as automobiles, radios, refrigerator, typewriters, switchgears, and similar products where assembling of the products is made. The machines are arranged on the basis of product layout. In my upcoming lecture, we will try to understand the difference between product layout and process layout. So here in continuous flow, the machines are arranged on the basis of product layout, that is, they are arranged in the sequence accordingly to the operation sequence of the product. The material handling and positioning is mechanized mostly on the conveyor lines. The machine setups remains unchanged for a longer time. Generally, machines performing specific operations are used and are operated by semi-skilled operators. Line balancing is made by providing more machines performing production, which is time synchronized. The entire production line is characterized by fixed rated capacity. Like intermittent production, the possibilities of waiting or rushing do not exist in continuous production. So this is advantages of continuous production over intermittent production. Though the production is made on the continuous basis, the operating cycle time, that is time required to convert the raw materials into finished goods or finished products, is relatively short in continuous flow system. In continuous assembling production, a constantly moving conveyor is employed. The base frame of the product start from the first stage of line, and other component parts or sub-assemblies are added at subsequent stages of line as product moves. Thus it grows on the line and taken off at the time of final stage on the line. Investment in inventories are relatively less as compared to the intermittent production. This is the case of continuous flow system. Also, this production system, that is continuous flow production system, requires the standard material and their requirements can be estimated reliably on the basis of production schedule. It does not necessitate the subsequent and substoring reservoirs of materials as required in case of intermittent production. In assembly industries, sometimes the components are manufactured in advance of production, that is for assembly lines, and are kept as reservoirs. In fact, they serve as raw materials which are fed to assembly line. In the continuous production, usually the production of few standardized products are made on the large scale of stock. So in my last lecture also we have seen operations processes can be broadly classified into continuous flow system and intermittent flow system. In this lecture we have tried to understand continuous flow system. In my next lecture we will try to understand intermittent flow system, and in upcoming lectures we will try to understand assembly lines to project. This is the book of Simba publication, Operations and Supply Chain Management. In my next video we will learn intermittent flow system. Learning outcomes from today's session: we have understood the features of continuous flow system and we have understood the process of continuous flow system. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe and turn on the bell icon for further notifications. Thanks from Dr. Rohan Prabhakar Rivale. Keep learning, keep thinking. These are some references I have used to prepare this video. Thank you.